All right, we're going to talk about the Living Vampire Morbius event, and it's relatively convoluted and complicated, and this event could be fine. I just want to say that the event looks like on paper that it could be all right. The problem with the event is that we don't have the second part of the event, because there's 2 4-day events, and we don't know what the rewards are going to be for the second 4 days for the flesh and blood milestones. So there's the Living Vampire. And based on the information that we know right now, which is based off of the first 4 days, which is called Fangs Out, and the Fangs Out part, which is right here, which is the spend campaign energy and do raids. Looks like it's relatively easy to finish if you're doing a lot of raiding and you're doing the 50 refreshes from what I can see. Although the milestones on the Fangs Out part of the first 4 days of that milestone to earn the orbs are very much weighted on the last 2 days. So you're going to have to plan around that. And then the second part that we can complete today has to do with the solo milestone events in the web store, where you do one arena battle a day, and then you get basically 2,500 fragments. So you get one and a quarter orbs. So doing this part of the event will lead you up to milestone 28, which is not enough to unlock Morbius. So what we don't know is what is going to happen with the second 4 days once the Fangs Out part is done. And it actually says it here on Friday's blog post. It says, after the Fangs Out milestone, so we don't have the data on this, earn points towards another 4-day milestone that will reward Mystic Assassin Orb fragments by winning Blitz with any character battling in Blitz with Mystic Spirit Slayer characters at a minimum 5 stars, battling Alliance War Dark Hunter characters, and by spending power cores. So this is the question. How much blitzing? Is there going to be enough blitzing to finish and get all of these milestones? We don't know. If the rewards for the Flesh and Milestones event mirrors that of the first 4 days, which is the Fangs Out milestone, the calculations that I've been seeing is that that'll take you down to milestone 38, but we just simply don't know. And the only problem I really have with this is that they're trying to sell us offers that are not good. And the reason why I say the offers are not good, and we're going to talk about this briefly, is that the offers that they have in the store right now are not good. The orbs, the contents of these orbs are garbage, in my opinion. I mean, these are dropping 2 shards of cloak and stuff like that. These Mystic Assassin orb fragments are not good. And so the reason why someone would buy this is so that they could advance in the milestones. But how do you know if you even need to advance in the milestones? Because we don't have the data for the second 4 days, the last 4 days of the event. I want to take a look at these orbs just to proclaim how trash they are. They're not good. And we've had orbs like this before. And I've said this between the reason why you buy the orbs and you buy that offer is not for the contents of the orbs themselves. You're buying it for the milestones, right? But 3,000 gold on the left pillar, and then a 60% drop of dropping 2 shards. What of these characters do you want? Okay, I wouldn't mind having Cloak. You know, I mean, there's some useful characters here, but I certainly don't want M'Baku and Nobu. That's garbage. So I'm a little bit frustrated with the event because we can't even spreadsheet this to calculate activity. Now, I do want to say that once we get the details on the Flesh and Blood milestone portion, the last 4 days of the event milestone, it could be that this is the best player-friendly event we've had in a long time. But the problem I'm having is that they're asking us to spend money on milestones without knowing how it's going to be finished. It kind of feels like Thanos giving again. On to other news that's relatively interesting. Inside today, there was an Apocalypse Darkhold developer preview video where it showed Morgan Le Fay at 3 stars. So a large percentage of the community believe that she's going to be a 3-star unlock. However, I want to remind everybody that this actually happened with Phoenix. Phoenix was shown in the game at 5 stars, and then when the event actually showed up, it was like, surprise, she's 6 stars. But knowing that there's a possibility, and the rumors and the leaks have all been saying 3 stars, it does make sense on the 4th blog post that it says right here, but difficulty 6 and above will require either Web Warriors or Dark Hunters specifically for missions 5 and 10. And then difficulty 6 and above aren't required to unlock Morgan Le Fay, which kind of makes sense if she's going to be a 3-star unlock. So we're going to get further confirmation on this here pretty soon. Probably we'll have this information on the latest by, let's say, Tuesday or Wednesday. Patches next week. Patches either happen on Tuesdays or Wednesdays with this game, so we'll have to see. Also, Agatha Harkness was in the video. There's a data mine suggesting that we're going to get her information and Scarlet Witch's information, the rework. There's going to be a rework for Scarlet Witch. That's going to be on tomorrow's blog post. Now, they kind of went with the OG comics, and there was a poll done here on Twitch. A lot of people said that they prefer the MCU version over the comic version. I'm hoping for Wong and for Agatha, they have costumes so that we can toggle between the two. I personally would like to have the MCU one. Also, we've got Wong potentially at 100 out of 100, 3-star unlock. Doctor Strange Heartless, 2-star unlock with 45 over 45. Then again, Morgan Le Fay, and I got a big shout out to Season Fun for making this right here. 3-star unlock potentially. We'll have to see. Not confirmed, but that was what's in the video. 100 over 100. Now, Agatha is shown a little differently here with 3 stars right here, but it shows 0 out of 80. So we'll have to see how that plays out. And then also in the video, there was some strangeness with Doctor Strange's horns. You can see the horns right here and then horns right here. So that it looks like it to be a part of his animation. And then also inside of the video, they drop some hints again at Gambit and Rogue. Also happening right now, starting today, there will be a red star featuring for the Dark Hunters of the Ghost Rider and Elsa Bloodstone at 7.5% each, 15% total. So no more 10x dark promos. And then they said that this is going to run all the way until version 6.0, which next week, which is going to be most likely on Tuesday or Wednesday. And then I find that this is really funny. MSF updated their picture. How cute. Take a look at what this actual picture is on their social media. What is that? Bugs? Wow. Too soon, Marvel Strike Force. Feels like they're just throwing it in our face. I'm sure that is mostly in reference to Pestilence and Scourge event for one of the Four Horsemen. But still, my goodness, feels like they're taunting us. And speaking of bugs, if you go, I went over to Sensor Tower, and Sensor Tower is like a third-party compiler of data that tracks revenue or projects revenue for the game, and it also tracks sentiment of the game based on reviews. And what this right here is this is when the patch went live, and the green right here is pre-patch. That's the positive posts. And then beneath it here are the negative posts. And you can see that there's a large spike in negative posts post-patch because of bugs. And this one right here is for the Google Play Store. You can see a dramatic uptake in negative reviews compared to pre-5.10 patch. And then also the same is true on Android. Actually, I think it's a little bit more dramatic here. Also, it feels like they're a little bit off on their revenue. I haven't been tracking this for it, but I remember their revenue on Sensor Tower typically would add up to about 18 million. And right now it looks like it is dropped to about 12 million. Certainly doesn't seem anywhere close to 300 million. All right, let's toggle over to the offer review portion of this. We're going to go and finish up the rest of the offer review. I don't know, man. There's some interesting things here. We got to talk about the day 3 of the offer, which is there was day 1, which I bought, which was the $10 gold offer, which is pretty good. And then I also liked the lesser expensive of the 2 for the red stars. I believe it was $2 or $3 for 3 red stars. I bought that. And so this is day 3 of Strike Force Lucky Streak. I'm not going to be buying this right here. We've got $4 for 70 T4s and $25 for 310 4s. That's just a cracking snack for me. I don't particularly value upgrading one ability on a character for $25. That seems outrageous. I'm not going to be buying that. And then they have this limited time sale, which has been running here for a couple days. Not a big fan of this. This is for Doctor the Dead. This is for the Doctor Voodoo event campaign, where you have character shards on the side and then voodoo in the middle at a 14%. These will average 5.4 per orb, in theory anyways, but you could only get 2. Also cloak and magic in that. I think it's better to spend $20 on cores and do the 50 refreshes. Not necessarily a fan of this at all. Then we're going to have to scroll through this, and this. And I take issue with this. I really take issue with this because the orbs and the contents of these orbs, these 15 orbs right here, the orbs themselves are relatively garbage. And the reason why you'd spend $35 on this is to advance in milestones. But this is hard to predict how the event is going to play out without knowing what the last 4 days and the blitz portion of the event milestones are going to be. I said that several times at the beginning of the video. I'm not recommending any buy this. I'm just going to let this expire, and we could get the details here in the next hour or so about how the blitz part and how the milestones, and maybe this would be a good deal. We have to find out. But for me, I'm not going to buy anything on a whim or anticipation or anything like that, and I'm going to reject and not recommend any of these offers that are selling these because the contents of these orbs, the Mystic Assassin orbs for me, are not good. 3,000 gold on the sides and then 2 fragments of a character that I probably don't want. I don't want to be pulling Nobu. Get out of here. So I'm going to say trash for now. Trash for now. Now, here you go. Maybe you would want to buy this just for the 50 Thanos shards, okay? And then you get and then you just treat this orb as bonus, right? I guess that's one way of looking at it. You could just say, okay, I need 50 Thanos shards for $5 and the orb is bonus. But for right here, $35, 1,000 energy and 3 premium orbs and 3 training material orbs is not worth these. We have to treat these like almost like free because I don't know how necessary they're going to be. And the contents of the orbs themselves are not good. So anyways, do what you got to do there. And then right here, nope. No, no, no. And then right here, extraordinary energy bundle. So I guess if you want to max out the Fangs Out part of the milestone, and if you're interested in that, this will help. Do what you got to do. I do think maxing out the first 4 days portion of the event, which is called the Fangs Out, which is completed by spending energy and doing raids. And the last 2 milestones on that are pretty significant. So take a look at that. This may make sense to you. I would prefer that this is a decision that you make for yourself on the 4th day of the event. I don't see the advantage of doing this all on the first day when you can wait to the 4th day. Hopefully this type of offer is available on the 4th day. That remains to be seen. Who knows? Let's move on and keep going. Again, not a fan of this right here. I'm not assigning any value to this because we don't know. And then right here, this does not add up to $15. So we're going to move on and see. Pot of gold bundle. We talked about this other day. At best, I value gold orbs at $1.50, and that's maybe worth another $1. So maybe this is worth about $7.50, not quite worth $10. I really was a fan of the day 1 of 3 offer, which was $10 for 3 million gold and 150 level 4 training materials. I thought it was fantastic. I scooped that up immediately. And then right here, we've got 2 gold orbs for $2. I value these orbs at $1.50 a piece, so that's $3 value for $2. I would go ahead and buy this, but I'm actually kind of flush right now on gold. I've been spending 2.5 million gold a day, and I'm still over 40 million gold. I think I'm at 43 million gold right now, so I don't need to be buying any more gold. Let's move on. 4-leaf draft. Again, we talked about this yesterday. Severe T1 bottleneck for early game players. So that if you're strapped on T1 materials, $1 for 770 is a reasonable deal. I don't think there's any value whatsoever to this to a veteran player, but do what you got to do. And then right here, we've got an exclusive orb offer. I value each of these orbs at $1.50 a piece. So that's $3 of value and $2. Again, if I was strapped for gold, I would be picking this up. I typically buy these things when I can get them for that price. But right now I'm just sitting on so much gold and training materials. I just not really in the market for it. Legacy 2 orb offer. All right. So there was a better deal earlier in the week, which was $5 for a lot of these. I can't even remember. I think it was 75 orbs. The only thing I'll say about this, I don't think this is a great deal. This is actually the normal offer. there is a small amount of T3s and gold, purple materials, and then characters from year 2. Actually, this is the normal offer, so I don't think this is that great at all. Let's move on. ISO 8 energy offer. I value this at $7. Keep in mind, the Fangs Out part of this convoluted, confusing Morbius event only works for campaign energy, does not work for green ISO energy, so I don't see the point of this at all. Let's move on. Red Star Mega Pack, no way. I value these at $1.50 a piece. That's 5 orbs. That's $7.50. That's a no-go. And then these orbs right here, I just don't like at all. They're trash. This is really super horrible gold offer. I think this is garbage. Pretty sure everything down here is garbage. We're just going to scroll through this real quickly and see if there's anything worth talking about. And then we're going to toggle over to the free-to-play account. All right, yeah, let's go over to the free-to-play account, see if there's anything over there. And we're going to just go through the unique offers here. Maybe we'll find some $5 character shard offers for $5. There's Thanos. Again, I think that's fine if you need Thanos. What do we got here? Going down a little bit for $5 for Carnage. I think that's great if you need Carnage. $15 for Colossus. Again, I don't, these characters that are older than a year, I don't think that they should be priced higher than $5 for 50 character shards. So I don't think this is an exceptional value at all. This is $15 for 50 character shards. Not a fan. And I believe we have a Venom offer in here too. Let's see if it's still here. One man army, no way. 50 character shards for $20 for multiple men. No, I'm not. I don't think that's a fantastic deal. I think it's okay at best. And then I think we're gonna do it for today. Hopefully we get some more information about the Blitz portion of this event. And then maybe once we have that information, I'll revise my opinion on some of these offers and an event in the channel. I'm being cautiously optimistic that this is not a scam and a scummy event and a terrible offer event where you can't finish it free to play. You can't even get, what if we can't even unlock Morbius? I don't know. I hope it's not that way. We're going to hope for the best. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.